Hello, Taurus. Hello, Bull Gang. Elsie here to do a Taurus reading for you, as I usually do. I'll drop them a few times a week, right? I am the Taurus Sun sister, and whether you have it in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, thank you for clicking here. Thank you for clicking if you are watching as a cross-watcher, watching someone who is Taurus, watching for someone who is Taurus. All right. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I'm not going to date or put a date on this reading. It is what it is. You'll find it when if you need it, or it'll find you if it's yours. All right. Thank you for clicking here if you're brand new. Hope you'll stay. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Taurus. What's the most important thing Taurus needs to know? Oh, the most important thing you need to know is here comes the wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups, Taurus. Whew, my goodness, really? Look at this stuff. Look at that, my friend. We have the 8 of Wands. We have communication about wish fulfillment from someone who's decided that they're coming forward, or for someone who is coming back round. It feels like there's a decision. And in this, I'm reading this two ways, and I'm telling you, I don't usually feel it two ways, but I'm reading this card two ways. It's like somebody, for some of you, it is somebody you've been waiting on. It's the person you've been waiting on. That's who we're talking about here, regardless of sign. It feels like I've anticipated this for a very long time, waited for it, and here it is now. So that is for some of you. For others of you, it feels like somebody here wants to be noticed for doing the right thing, or noticed for doing the gallant thing, for making the best decision. Somebody wants recognition for making the best decision for everyone involved. And I don't know why I'm getting that off this card, but it's like this person has decided to come forward because they're hoping you're going to give them kudos, or hoping you're going to... For some of them, the wish fulfillment is the communication, like they just want the kudos, right? For others of you, though, this is about someone coming back around because a judgment card, someone wants to reconcile, or wants some sort of a reunion. They see it as the 9 of Cups, and I think you will too. In fact, you know what I really love about these cards, if you take a look at them? So this is the 8 of Wands. You can see the wands are crashing through the window, which I think is brilliant. But then it almost looks like the glass blows this way, and it's like something that you may have perceived as being negative turns into a complete and total positive. It looked like maybe it was scary, the velocity was hard, and it was coming fast at you, but it feels like, no, it's good. It's good. So I think for some of you, you are waiting. And if you are waiting, that part is for you. If you're waiting for someone, hoping and anticipating, I'm not saying that you're not wanting a person to come around, but if you're the one who's been hoping or anticipating someone coming, all right, Taurus. We have the 5 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It feels like this is born from some sort of a regret. The reason for the Judgment card, I feel, is the 5 of Cups. It's because someone could no longer feel sadness and loss. Someone is feeling really badly about the state they left your heart in. I'm hearing a song. Clairaudience, I get lots of songs, y'all. It's a song by Sting. Not with the Police, but a song by Sting, something about pieces of my heart. I'll try and bring it in. I'll try and channel it here. But let's carry on from here. So what I feel is the 5 of Cups is that we're sad of the state that I left your heart in, because I'm looking at the 8 of Wands coming through the window and sort of smashing in through the window close to the Queen of Cups. It feels like somebody was really kind of harsh with you because of the way you felt, or maybe the communication you got was stop feeling that way, or somebody, it's like when I look at this queen, she feels like she keeps having to dump her cup out over and over and over again. she gives away too much, and she's up to her elbows in water. You know, she's up to her elbows in emotions. And when I touch this here, when I feel it, it's like the energy of, I'm just so tired of recovering from people. So the Queen, I feel, is the one who's hopeful about the Nine of Cups, but also understands that this could end terribly, right? We have the Five of Cups and the Judgment. It could end terribly, because I feel like it's been ending terribly for the Queen over and over and over again. She keeps having to empty the cup. She fills up the cup, takes it out, and ends up having to pour it back. Yeah. So the communication is coming. That's confirmed here for those of you who are due to hear from that person. Everybody's on different timelines, but the person you are hearing from is going to be giving you a very emotional message about what they feel the wish fulfillment here is as well. I think there is a lot of regret from this person for not coming back for you or not going back for you. They feel like they've given up their chance at the Nine of Cups, because they feel you've poured your cup out. There's been no communication here. So we've got more than one five here. To me, two fives are quick change. So there's fairly quickly coming at you, I feel, somebody who had previously cut you off or you weren't talking to, someone who maybe possibly blocked you. I feel like this person feels in a lot of regret about their emotions and the way that they're feeling about it right now. I feel like this person has realized, Five Cups and One, that you are the soulmate. They've realized that this connection that they have with you is, yes, a connection of friendship, but it feels like a connection that is much deeper, that somebody has been denying or pushing away. And that's what the Five of Pentacles is, but everything's about to change. Everything is about to change, Taurus. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Someone is in grief because you've blocked them, or because you haven't been talking, or you've been out of each other's energy. Five of Pentacles is the Two of Wands. So it feels like maybe somebody has now realized that they took the wrong road, or they took the wrong path, or the path that they're on, they just don't like it. It's not for them. And now they're having regret that they took the wrong path. It's like somebody knew that you were on one path and someone else was on the other, and they took the other path. And I feel like they were supposed to, though. That was part of the adventure. They were supposed to do that. So it's not like, I don't feel like they did it because they felt like you were second fiddle or second best or anything like that. I feel like this person was supposed to go back to the other relationship. Why? Because I feel that when they come back, the Eight of Cups is here. They decide to come back. So they realize their mistake and they decide to come back. And I feel like this person now feels as though they feel foolish because they had the chance at that time to go down the path with you and they didn't do it. So this person's feeling a fool. And not only are they feeling a fool, the Fool's in reverse here, not only are they feeling a fool, they feel like they've given up their last chance with you. They feel like they're forever going to be in regret about not reaching for the Nine Cups. The universe is giving them a chance to come back round. And usually I'll call the Eight of Cups in the reverse my boomerang. But the only other time it boomerangs for me is when the Judgment card is here with the Eight of Cups. Because it's like somebody went walking away and the universe is really, come on, you're going back, right? So this is a choice, of course. I mean, all the major arcana are a choice. They will always be presented to you 100%, but you are always going to have a choice about what you want to do with whatever is presented to you. And I feel like the person I'm reading for, or persons that I'm reading for, your person has decided that they are going to try again. They are going to come back. They don't want to feel foolish, but they're willing to do that. They feel foolish for taking the wrong path. Yeah, we're moving out. There's movement here. And it feels like somebody coming back, like they're not pointing out, they're pointing back in. It feels like somebody is coming back. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be someone that you knew from the workplace or you worked on a team with them. You might be in the same sort of work realm as them, like maybe you're all medical professionals, all tap dancers. I like to come up with the silly ones. So you guys have the same profession or know about the same profession. The Eight of Pentacles also tells me that it's about the self. So it could be about a self-realization that I gotta go, Six of Swords, or to me, the Six of Swords are also about lessons, because there is no movement through the swords without the Six of Swords, right? There isn't much for movement. So it feels to me like, there are lessons here, and it's like somebody has finally given into or passed the lessons that they needed to in order to be able to come back round again. So it could be that you worked with them. It could be that you do the same type of work, or maybe you're just really good at what you do. Maybe you are someone who is really working on the self, or maybe they are. See, I kind of reading it back and forth. Yes. It's someone you're very connected to energetically, because I feel it both ways. I mean, I know that you can flip it if you need to, but I keep feeling it both ways. So the Eight of Wands is the communication. The communication is going to be about a partnership. I've been watching you. Yeah, somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody has been notified by the universe that it's time. It's time to come see you, right? We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's divine timing. It's the time that things are supposed to happen, the way they're supposed to happen, when they're supposed to happen. So it's about a partnership and about either someone who wants to speak with you, someone who has some information or knowledge about you or for you. But it is good information. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune is change of happiness, right? Of fortunate things. It's fortunate change. So things are moving forward in a fortunate way for you. We've got the Three of Pentacles. It feels like somebody wants to form some sort of foundation with you. Something that is really grounded and rooted, like something that's really steady. It's the tree. I see the tree here, right? And it feels like somebody wants to really grow roots with you. It is time for that to happen. That's what it feels like here. So that is what the communication is about. I believe the communication is coming because divine timing is now. We have Four Wands on the bottom of the deck. The future idea is that we get together. We have fun, passionate times. Let's get our families together. Let's move in together. And it's freaking us both out. We've both been through the same things. It feels like twinned energy. We've got, here we go. We've got 2 9s. Yeah. It feels like you're both feeling this stuff. I'm terrified, but we have to go forward. We have to figure out what's going on here. 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the Justice card. It's time for us to drop our burdens. Time for us to stop with the, being up in the head all the time. It's time to even things out, to get some justice, to make sure that we can even things out. We're at the 9s. That's the place where you can drop the burdens. If it's very burdensome for you, you can drop them right there. You don't have to wait for the 10. You can spend that time in repair, right? Yeah, it feels like somebody is about to end something or is going to end something, and that it's going to turn into the Four of Wands. Right. I wanted to clarify something. What are we clarifying? Okay, so there's the Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. It feels like the Queen has been quiet. Is the Queen you? Excuse me. Is that you, Taurus? Do you have a water placement? You don't have to, but maybe you're the one that's kind of up to your elbows in the emotions, right? And I feel like you will be when this communication comes in. Yeah. So someone that you haven't been speaking to for sure with the Four of Swords, someone who you've been thinking about, someone who you have memories of reciprocity with, someone that you've shared things with before, whether it be material things or ideas or notions, because the Hanged Man is here. So it feels like you have not been speaking to this person. I think that's the person who wants to talk to you, who is the Eight of Wands. They're coming at you as the Page of Swords, which I'm going to just say to you, the Page of Swords is kind of like, they're just throwing their words out there. The page isn't someone who has learned all of the lessons yet. And sometimes they can be kind of, how am I going to say, they can be a little bit careless with words. So be aware of that this person that's calling, but I don't feel like they mean to be careless or disrespectful, but I do feel like they're nervous. Like they're really nervous to talk to you because they know that this is where you are right now. That's how you feel about them. I feel, that you've got so many emotions. You were wishing for happiness, but there's been nothing but silence. So what's going on? We were leveling up so we could be together when the time was right. This is really interesting because if we look at the Eight of Cups here, the Eight of Cups is going out this way. We've got the Eight of Cups coming in this way, which is really very cool. It feels like the only way that you two were ever had a chance to be together, which I feel is destiny, because the card of destiny is here. So this destined connection here, it had to be this way. It feels like you had to be apart from each other in order to come back together. And I say sometimes things must fall apart and so they can fall together in a different way. It feels like somebody is coming back with the idea of the Four of Wands, like, let's get together, let's find a solid foundation. It feels like the separation and coming back together was kind of like a rite of passage. It had to happen in order for one of you or both of you to emperor up, is what I want to say. I'm having a hard time with the words today. So I feel that somebody here reached their potential, that the universe feels that they should be at right now, and that is the person who is taking charge. So this communication here, it could be incoming or outgoing. I feel like it's incoming. I feel like it's incoming from the Emperor. And I feel like it's the Emperor who has been prolonging the silence. Well, you've been sitting in your emotions, wondering if you're ever going to find your Nine of Cups. It's been sad. I think what you don't see, because you're in this sadness here, I think what you don't see is that there is a judgment card here. Somebody's making a decision to come back. Someone, now I understand the Fool in the reverse a little bit more, Taurus, because the Emperor definitely does not want to be left the fool, right? The Emperor can't afford that. He's got a reputation to protect, right? You're going to lose your grip as an emperor on everything if people think you're a fool. And this Emperor doesn't have this luxury here. So it makes sense that we've just been dealing in the feelings of, I wish I could have done it, but I didn't. We've got the the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm just, I'm not the reader that asks for an outcome, but let's see what's going on here. Are these two coming together? Because we just have communication here. We don't have any indication really that we're meeting or having, coming together. There's communication. All right. It goes from heartbreak to the Ten of Cups. Yeah. All right. It goes from sadness and we're confused, and I feel regretful about not taking the chance when I had it, about not creating balance when it was there looking me in the face. Somebody feels regretful that they gave up the balance and the healing and all of that. But I do believe that the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords were necessary. So we could really feel and know and understand what the Ten of Cups feels like. Yeah. So I feel it goes from regret and heartbreak, it goes to the Ten of Cups pretty quickly. So I feel this communication does lead to a couple of people who have, been waiting to talk to each other, who have not wanted to wait any longer. It feels like it was creating an instability, and maybe was hard on the psyche or the sacral chakra, or something that it feels like it was hard to express emotion. Yeah, so it feels like you were supposed to be apart for that time, for that reason. Somebody here had to repair the heart chakra or the sacral chakra. Somebody had to learn how bad it could get before they could see how good it will be. That's what it feels like when I look at the Three of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Somebody didn't understand the velocity or the impact of this, not velocity, but impact of this connection on them. They underestimated you. They underestimated the connection. Okay. We've got retreat, energy activation, spread your wings, time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations, right? So that's what we're doing while we're in the retreat. Yeah, is we are spending time alone and reflecting on what it is that you want, what it is that you don't want. It feels dual to me. It feels like there's two energies doing this, that whenever you're thinking of them, they're thinking of you. That's what it feels like. We've got energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation and prayer. So, if you only have 10 minutes a day to meditate, then it should be 30, You should always make time for the self. And then spread your wings, confidence that leads to freedom and growth. It feels like it does lead to that freedom and growth, like the freedom to make the choices that you want to make, because your manifestations are now coming in. Why? Because you've removed this block of not being open. We've got the Page of Swords here with the sword up, right? And you're finding out information, but this person's not really open to your feedback. And then we have communicate, receive, and express truth. So there is going to be some communication here. Yeah, and it is going to be about the Three of Pentacles. It's going to be about partnership. This is the time now. If we're ever going to do it, this is the time now I want to speak with you. So I feel like there is going to be some sort of talk about abundance, inflow of money, and love and rewards. I think it's going to be a really fruitful conversation. And who are we talking about, Taurus? Let's find out. Who are we talking about? More. Give us some details for Taurus. Are we talking about them or their person? Let us know what's going on here, please. We need more details. Tell me for Taurus, details of their person. So this person has dark hair. Could have dark hair. It did come out in the reverse, so maybe it's dark and light, like maybe it's salt and pepper or something like that. In the next 6 months, I've got the deck upside down. Someone new. So this is new energy. For someone of you, I say new energy. I put someone new on the card initially, but then sort of rethought it like new energy, because I really do believe that when people transform or change, and they do it so they do it in a way that they never go back, that ends up being new energy. That ends up being a person you don't even know anymore. Like it could be that long that you two haven't spoken. The Five of Pentacles is years, right? So it could be that long since you've been apart. So in the next 6 months, likely there would be some new energy coming in. It might take this person that long to transform their own energy. But if you don't hear from them, for some of you, it'll be the next 6 months. For some of you, it'll be sometime this year. We have somebody who could have air in the chart, who may be a business owner. We have maybe you're seeing eights possibly. This person could have air and fire. It says you've already met this person. So this is someone that you already know. So financial blessings, you're going in the right direction. Divine gifts, you're going to get some illuminations. Look for signs and symbols. It says reaping benefits of hard work. Use your intuition. So you already know this person. I think if you've clicked here, you already know who you're clicking about. This person possibly is an Aries. They're in the corporate world. Yeah, this person's highly intelligent. If they don't have air in the chart, I would be surprised, like in the big three. But it feels like there is somebody here who's a very quick thinker or thinks on their feet for a living. That's what I get from Aquarius and Aries together. I get someone who's highly intelligent that's really quick, like thinks quickly on their feet, or they're witty or something like that. Yeah. Seeks clarity. Somebody's coming in seeking clarity from you, Taurus. So let's go to the comments, find out. Let's talk about it a little bit. It's very interesting. It seems like somebody is ready to work on it this time. Somebody who's finally open to change is ready to work on moving forward here, is what I want to say before we go, right? The Six of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's ready to work on moving forward now. I think that's really important to know. Yeah. I'm going to go, Taurus. See you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye, Bull Gang.